Counting down to first pitch here at Comerica Park. Twins and Tigers. Next. Afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Central leading Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you for this AL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, ought to be a decent pitching matchup here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Twins as they'll line themselves up like this here this afternoon. Shane Green will get the call to face them, and the key for him will almost certainly be getting ahead in the count early. We've seen in the past when he's forced to work from behind, he can run into some problems. The leadoff hitter makes his way toward the plate, and we are ready for baseball. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound, and with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Marco Scutaro will stand in now, hoping to turn things around as he's stuck in a bit of a cold spell these past 5 ball games. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up there.
Three and 0 now.
Close pitch. Maybe just off the plate, but if it was, it wasn't by more than half an inch or so.
Big rip at the 3-0 sinker, but he didn't get it. 3-1.
Boy, number 2 hitter, first inning. I think I'm going to let him throw me one there.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And it really helps having kind of a second leadoff man hitting in that number 2 hole. He's on now with 1 away, and he may get a chance to run in the early going.
Joe Mauer will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
you can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
The 1-0 now to Mauer. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
And he goes with the pitch nicely there as this is lifted high and deep the other way to left. And this ball is gone. So it's a 2-run shot for Joe Mauer. Number 10 for him on the year as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
And you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up and in, if you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
Number 61 will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there.
Number 61.
First pitch to him. And the slider hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 8th home run on the season for him as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Torii Hunter will take his first cuts now. Currently 2nd in the American League in home runs.
Torii Hunter.
He goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. So it's a solo home run for Torii Hunter. Number 11 for him on the season as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0. Vargas will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Number 19.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And now, even with 4 runs in against you here in the inning, you got to just wipe the slate clean and just take the approach that you're starting over out there.
1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, it's just not very often that you can put it to a guy like this early on. I mean, they've got him on the ropes here in the very first inning.
Slider taken for a called strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Now a swing and a ball hit on the ground for the first baseman Cabrera. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first.
Batting seventh, left fielder
Danny Santana will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. And here's the first pitch. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. Ghost is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Twins 4. The Tigers coming to bat. Here's a look at the starting lineup for the Tigers now. Will be on the mound to face them. And this is a guy that needs to establish the inside part of the plate because his stuff is such that he'll have a hard time getting by if he doesn't mix in location well. Here's a look now at the defensive alignment they'll have to contend with. Jose Iglesias will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
for the Tigers, the shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Forkball, tough pitch to hit there, and now it's 1-2. Palm ball, got him, 1 gone.
Batting second, center fielder.
Not many guys
Anthony
throw the palm ball
Rose.
anymore, but here's a look at the grip. You can see you basically just center the ball in your hand and wrap all 4 fingers around it. Worked nicely for him there.
Anthony Gose will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Ball 1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Number 70 is there and he'll bring this one in.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Now here's the first pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And this will get by Mauer, and down the line, it's a fair ball.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Victor Martinez will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. There you see the league leaders in hitting we touched on a moment ago. A runner on first with 2 away. A look at Cabrera, now the pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Look out, and that'll give him a close shave. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And a big swing here as he gives it a pretty good ride out to deep center field. And that's going to land out toward the wall out there. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
3-2, he gets a head start over there at first base, and it's going to wind up paying dividends. He's able to come all the way around to score on the double.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. For Martinez, that's now 7 doubles for him on the season. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Getting a few steps off his second there, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Scutaro will make the catch, and the inning is over. Tigers strike for a run on the Victor Martinez double. We'll head to the top of the second. It's the Twins 4 and the Tigers 1. Brian Dozier will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Brian Dozier.
First pitch coming. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle, and I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Too high. 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one.
And if ever there was a guy who needed to get a leadoff guy out to start an inning, this is him. I mean, after those 3 home runs in the first, I've got to imagine he's still feeling a bit shell-shocked out.
Will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Now the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
0-1.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Number 70 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. And Iglesias will put the squeeze on this one to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. J.D. Martinez will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Ricky Nolasco will be summoned now to take over following the injury. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And Hunter will put this one away without much effort for the first out of the inning.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Swinging on 2-0, and this is on the ground to third. Throw on to first takes care of Kinsler here for out number 2.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit, and all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Nick Castellanos will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
Let's go, Tiger!
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last 2 pitches.
Come on, Detroit, you can do it!
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Another tough pitch and a tough call there. He couldn't get him to bite again, so he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2.
Grounded, foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. The next 3-2. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The next 3-2. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail it 4-1. Marco Scutaro will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Marco Scutaro.
And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
In there, and he's in.
This time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
The 1-2. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Come on, Tigers, let's go.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Joe Mauer will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Two, 2-1. Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. And he's rung up by Earl Hendricks. Strike 3 called on the corner, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say he didn't care too much for that call at the plate.
61.
But was he right? Show track says... Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of a beef up there. That pitch looked to be a good few inches off the plate, and that's a tough way to go down. You know, no hitter likes to have the bat taken out of his hands.
Turn the deuce.
Now here's the first pitch. And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Turn go.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach, so he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. Some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. Other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Torii Hunter will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. And a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well, and the lead swells now to 6-1.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a two-run triple.
Vargas will dig in now with 2 runs already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Gotta say, it's amazing to me that they've decided to leave this guy out there after the pounding that he's taken so far.
I think the fans have to be saying, what do we got to do to get a reliever in here? Enough of this already.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
I'll tell you, it looks to me like he's getting pretty worked up out there.
Yeah, I think it's good to pitch with a chip on your shoulder, but sometimes one bad call, one bad pitch, sends you right off the deep end.
He's working himself into a lather.
And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the 3rd inning. Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3 as he comes through with a simple ground ball with a runner on third to drive him in.
Danny Santana will lead things off. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the 3rd. Now the first pitch. Ball 1. You start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Grounded fouled off to the right side. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on just 1 lone hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Twins. Brian Holiday will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Here's the first offering. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Jose Iglesias will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Good zip to the fastball there by Nolasco, and it's 0-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down in front of Hunter, a base hit.
And that at-bat right there, that's exactly why this guy's such a tough out. I mean, he's not going to launch too many balls into the stands, but he will do this, and that's work the count in his favor and then come through with a solid single.
Anthony goes. We'll try it again. He flew out his first time. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Line hard. Foul. Runners on first with 1 down. He's running towards second. Pitch is high. The throw. It's there, and he is out trying to steal second as he's nailed by Suzuki.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. Twins lead it 7-1. Alex Wilson is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Brian Dozier will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Shortstop, Brian Dozier.
Go get him.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
That's by him for strike 1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Martinez has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The catcher, number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Free swinger at the plate.
First pitch coming. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Let's go, Tigers.
2-0 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
You're nothing.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Number 70 will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far.
Let's go, Detroit.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Get out here.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. They're on top 7-1. Miguel Cabrera will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
First baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
First pitch on the way. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
Just overmatched him there.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider, difficult to lay off, but he did it.
Hard hit towards center. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Now Cabrera rounds second. He's going to try for 3. And the Tigers are in business to start the inning. They've got a leadoff triple.
Well, you can kind of give him a little bit of a pass here because he's such a good defensive center fielder. But he gets this one all wrong. And as a result, he's going to allow his man to make it all the way up to third base with what's eventually going to be ruled a triple.
Victor Martinez will stand in. An RBI double to his credit the first time around. Now Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Come on, Martinez. Drive him in now.
Look out. 2-0 now.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Here's the 2-1 home to Martinez. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Come on now. Hit.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch, and it's full now. 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
And this is hit well towards the hole. He's got it well into right field. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Well, a nice job right here to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so he just makes sure to get one on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now with the bases empty and one away here following the RBI ground out. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. That misses. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
J.D. Martinez will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
This is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
The 1-1 home. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And he reaches for one, but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Twins are out in front, 7-2. Marco Scutaro will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Marco Scutaro.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
And the fastball is lined into right field for a leadoff single.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. You know, they're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Joe Mauer will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. First pitch to him. Lays off 1-0.
1-0. That runner's leaning.
Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Number 61 will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Here we go. Turn two.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. There's one. On to Cabrera, and it's a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Torrey Hunter will dig in. He had that two-run triple his last time. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
Now a swing and a ball hit on the ground for the first baseman Cabrera. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ian Kinsler will be the one to get things started when we come back. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Twins are in front, 7-2. And there indeed is Ian Kinsler. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Kinsler.
And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. And a wild throw there as he tried for the backhand, but it got right by him. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his mitt on it, so there is no advance on the play.
Yeah, a good effort there at first. Here's the stretch on show motion. The throw to the right field side of the bag, and you see him swing that left leg all the way around and try and backhand this thing, and it winds up hopping right over the top of his glove.
Nick Castellanos will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball. Something to...
Now ball pushed foul off to the right side. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base, and he's in the scoring position now on the wild pitch.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Brian Holiday will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Your ball, 1 strike.
He's a bit out in front here as he hammers that pitch to deep left field, but it'll wind up a foul ball, a souvenir. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Jose Iglesias will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And this is hit hard up the middle. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. 5 innings complete. It's the Twins 7 and the Tigers 2. Vargas will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Come on, Blue, open your eyes.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Now here's the pitch. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Danny Santana will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Reaches and hits this one hard the other way, and that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Brian Dozier.
Brian Dozier will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And even with a 5-run lead, you've got to play with the mindset that no lead is ever safe. So that's a good job right there, taking second and getting yourself into scoring position.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Strike him out.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
2-2. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. A man at third with 1 away. Full count now. 3-2.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Now a slider hit pretty well, but he might have got under it just a bit as this is out toward deep center. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
And that's a good job in that situation. You'd love a base hit, but hey, the bottom line is you've got to produce a run, and he did.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. Now the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
In tight again, and it's to 2-0 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Well, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
2 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now. I figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taken 2.
Let's go after this guy now.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 70.
Number 70 will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
I'm feeling good about this one.
Now he put the barrel right on that one as it's lined over the head of Kinsler and into right center, a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Marco Scutaro.
Marco Scutaro will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
2 men are on with 2 men out. This is hit sharply to the left side. That's in there. Base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Joe Mauer will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
The 3-1 coming. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
Yeah, and I think if he lays off right there, that's going to be a run. You got to shrink your strike zone in that spot. Don't go after anything that's borderline.
Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. Goes. Has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Twins forced to settle for 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Twins 8 and the Tigers 2. Mike Pelfrey will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 37, Mike Pelfrey.
Anthony Goes will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Tigers, center fielder, Anthony Goes.
Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Good
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Here it comes. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Under it is Hunter, and he's got it one away.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Victor Martinez will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. A look at Cabrera, now the pitch. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And now a jump throw against his body. And he throws it away.
Well, you've got a big lead out there, so this probably won't be a huge error in the long run. But you've got to be able to finish this game out strong. I mean, here he probably just lets his focus wander for a second, and the next thing you know, he's throwing the ball away.
Yoenis Cespedes will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. First pitch on its way from Pelfrey. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Look out for the double play!
Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. J.D. Martinez will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. A bare hand for 1. On to first, it's a double play. And another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Al Albuquerque will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Number 61 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Third baseman, number 61.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw.
And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Martinez is there, 1 away.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Corey Hunter will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Vargas will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time.
Peanuts here.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. There to get it is Kinsler. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Ian Kinsler will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
First pitch on its way from Pelfrey. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now this fella right here back for another inning of work. He did put up a clean 0, but it wasn't without a few nervous moments.
Yeah, he wound up giving up 3 hits in the inning, but somehow he was able to pitch around it.
And there's a swing and a miss as Kinsler's down quickly now, 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Nick Castellanos will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now the 1-0 just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Fouled back. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, the boos are starting to come out just a bit. You hate to have struggles like this in your own ballpark, but his average is way down there, and he hasn't done himself any favors in this game either.
Brian Holiday will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on 1st and 2nd now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Jose Iglesias will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And that misses, ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Kinsler leads from second. Here's the pitch. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
Now 3-1, you can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
Misses with that one, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Anthony goes. Will have a shot to do some damage, but he can't get them all back, so he needs to just get on base here. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Yeah, definitely take it all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other 2 runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
Ryan Presley will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. Miguel Cabrera will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball 1.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
2 down, runners at first and second. Now a ball hit hard towards center. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Tigers get just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Minnesota leads this one 8-3. Danny Santana will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
For Minnesota, left fielder Danny Santana.
First offering on the way. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And this is going to be a foul ball. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. A good performance thus far by the visiting Twins, and they lead it here in the 8th as you get a look at our line scored at this point. Brian Dozier will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. And here's the first pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2 with one away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. One out, nobody on. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with one away.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And this ball will be chopped foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. He waits. Now the pitch. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. Kinsler for 1. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Kind of lucky to get it out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Number 70 will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Two out with the man at first. Center field. He can't track it down as this ball falls. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and now there are two on with two out.
Yeah, and that's definitely the drawback to the no doubles defense. Now, if this guy's playing in his normal spot, it's hard to say whether he would have gotten to this or not. But since he's playing deep, he's got no chance to get to it.
Marco Scutaro will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Come on, guys. Ready? Yeah, let's go.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Right here.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
Let's get him out.
And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. And Cespedes will put this one away to retire the side. Twins strand a pair, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Victor Martinez will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Victor Martinez.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
0-1. Come on.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw on by Scutaro's in time for route number 1.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Yoenis Cespedes will step in. A base hit in his last time.
Come on now.
Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side. But this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw in time at first for route number 2. J.D. Martinez will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And here's another one that misses to the Tiger right fielder as he moves ahead 2-1 now. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Ian Kinsler will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Nick Castellanos would be next. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a ball hit in the air to left center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Jabba Chamberlain come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Joe Mauer will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Joe Mauer.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Fouled straight back. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th.
Now batting, number 61.
Number 61 will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. First pitch coming. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two and 0.
No, that's him.
Wow, and Earl Hendricks is not doing him any favors behind the plate. 3-0 now.
And sometimes Java can let a missed call like that affect his concentration. And he's just got to put it behind him and move on.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Torrey Hunter will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. And here's a good fastball from Chamberlain. It's 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Swinging a ball bounced back up the middle to second for 1. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Twins lead it 8-3. Caleb Thielbar will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Caleb Thielbar.
Nick Castellanos will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Nick Castellanos.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
One and one.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
You can do it, Nick. Come on.
Ready now on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Well, it doesn't matter who's out there right now. He's just had no luck against anyone. And this one, it gives him the sombrero. His 4th strikeout of the afternoon.
Brian Holiday will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Jose Iglesias will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
Let's go, guys.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One out and a runner on second base. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. And now from the air, a jump throw. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Now batting, center fielder, Anthony.
Anthony goes. Will stand in as their last chance now. And this one will be out of play off to the left. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Boy, that's a perfect start to this series so far. They take the first 2 games here on the road, so now they'll look to finish off the sweep tomorrow.
And the Twins' efforts in our game this afternoon were spearheaded by the play of this man, Torii Hunter. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 8-3. So long from Motown.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Twins: 8 runs, 10 hits. For the Tigers, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.